And it's the fourth day of Christmas. Welcome to Praying Together. I'm Vern Haskell. Well, a lot of depth is involved in the story of incarnation, and not the least of which is the incarnation became necessary when Adam and Eve stumbled into sin in the garden. Paul in 1 Corinthians would refer to Jesus as the final Adam, the one who came to fulfill the purpose that God always had in mind. He had placed this world under the subjection of humankind, but the human had failed to realize that that's only possible when we are in fact subjected to God and under his authority, his dominion. Thank God for Jesus being willing to step into our place, as little as we deserved it, as much as we had made a ruin of his perfect creation. He was still willing to lay down his own life for us. Amazing, amazing reality that we celebrate. And so on this fourth day of Christmas, as we're moving ahead, and we all have different traditions. Some of you have your tree down already. Mine will stay up till at least Epiphany, and probably until my wife begs me to take it down. I always hate to let go. But we're also shifting gears and thinking more and more of the new year, 2023. Resolutions aren't as popular as they once were. That's probably okay, because human resolutions never do accomplish a whole lot. But it's a great time for reflection and considering what our purpose is and how the Lord might want us to fulfill it as we bask in the glory of his coming and think about what it means to be the incarnational presence of Jesus in our world. Some theological thoughts there, but some practical thoughts as well. As we get near to the first day of the new year, I want us to pray together, asking God to show us how it is that we can change, how we can follow him more completely, that his mission might be continued, that he might step into our flesh with effectiveness and minister the needs of our day. Gracious Lord, a lot of different kinds of thoughts. Some of what I've said, I've stated recently. But Lord, perhaps the new dimension tonight is to think in terms of the damage of the fall being undone through the new Adam, and what that means in terms of our stepping into our world and offering what you have provided. Lord, sometimes as we look at our world, we feel disappointed, maybe even disillusioned. How could it be that we've fallen so far short of what you created us for? And how could it be that after that failure, you still were willing to come here with great sacrifice, with an intimidating mission, laying down your life, that our failure might be reversed and that we might have hope? Lord, I don't really want to get into the tradition of New Year's resolutions because so often they're human-centered. But I would ask you this. Show me at least one area where you would like me to step forward and participate more fully in the ministry of reconciliation in 2023. Lord, being personal here, I confess, in some ways this is getting tougher. I don't feel like an older person really, and yet in these retirement years, there seems to be that strong urge to say, I've done this and done this and done this, and now it's time for someone else. Well, Lord, maybe in terms of full-time pastoring, that's true. But it's not time for me to step aside. The purpose remains, the fire burns, and the need is great. Show me, Lord, how you want me to step into the future and participate in incarnation in 2023. In your name. Amen. God bless you. Have a good evening.